differences between right and wrong are not very clear.
We have 3 personal examples
And 3 book examples.
One very literal example that describes how the differences between right and wrong are not very clear has to do with little kids and brownies. If a little kid sees a brownie, they're going to want to eat it because they know that it tastes good. But since a while ago, people have been making desserts that include marijuana in them. So if a little kid sees a marijuana brownie and they still decide to eat it, like how are they to know that it has marijuana in it? And there's a very big difference between a good normal brownie and a marijuana brownie, which for a little kid that's like pretty bad. So they don't know the difference between what's right and what's wrong. It's not very clear to them.
Okay. Another example is, say you were like a descendant or related to or just knew somebody that was a drug addict or somebody that drank alcohol a lot. Well, you have been raised in a culture, well, your parents, uncle, aunt, guardian drinks regularly, and that's a part of the culture. Well, some kids, they're raised to think, oh, that's just something that dad or mom does, you know, where, you know, they come home from work, they had a bad day at work, they drink, and stuff like that. I know that doesn't happen to everybody, but that's something that does happen sometimes. And, you know, some kids are trained to think that it's like a real thing, like it's not bad or anything. And then they reach the age, like the legal age of, okay, they're allowed to try this, they try it, they don't realize it's like bad yet, even though like it does get you drunk and it like doesn't get your mind working right. So they don't realize that it's bad. All they know is that it makes you feel good, it kind of makes you weird in the head and stuff. And then they don't realize that it's bad until they do it, and then they get addicted to it, and then it's like not good, and they realize that it was bad, but they didn't realize it was bad. That's why when somebody tells you that this is bad, you shouldn't do it, they're probably going to do it anyway, because either just to defy you, or just because they think it's not bad, they think it's good. Or if they think it's good, they don't think it's good, they think it's bad. It kind of just the vice versa kind of thing.
Jonathan doesn't have the wisdom yet to know what war is and what it accomplishes. He only sees that, oh, it's this glorious thing and I'm going to be a hero. So he doesn't realize that war, like, although some things are necessary, it's pretty bad. You're killing people and causing a lot of damage and violence. So he doesn't have the wisdom to know what's right and what's wrong, and like if war is good or bad.
Another example in the book is, it was about 5 a.m. or like the night before that in the book, where the corporal was talking to Jonathan, and he was kind of like, this is your duty as a soldier, you have to stay with us. And he's kind of pressuring and intimidating Jonathan to be with the soldier. Well, Jonathan is only 13 years old. He doesn't, even though he's been in the war for a little bit now, he doesn't quite realize yet what he's doing, and so he kind of feels obligated to do it. He doesn't really know that it's right, he doesn't really know that it's wrong, he doesn't really know if it's right or wrong to kill somebody for the sake of the war anymore. So he's kind of just like, okay, Corporal, you're kind of scary, so I'll do what you say. There's really no right or wrong for him anymore, and so that's where the differences between right and wrong are very unclear to Jonathan.
Okay, so the last example from the book has to do with the part where the corporal reveals that he killed the parents of the little boy. And this ties into our claim because it wasn't very clear whether what he did was the right decision or the wrong decision. He killed the Tories because they were traitors to his country, so in a sense he was protecting his country by killing them. But also Jonathan especially would agree with this, that they were the parents of that poor little boy, and so should he have kept them alive because they had a family, or should he have killed them like he did to protect his country? It's not very clear.
Another personal example is when I was really little, I was like 5 or something. I'm a big fan of like peanut butter. I really like peanut butter on like anything. It's delicious. Stop laughing at me. Braylon's laughing at me. And so I love peanut butter a lot. And so I was making a piece of toast, and I ate the piece of toast, and I asked my mom if I could have more of the toast, and she said, no, too much peanut butter is bad for you. But I didn't process that in my brain. All I was thinking about is I really want more peanut butter toast, and it tastes good, so it must be good for me, so I'm gonna get more. And so I made a piece of toast anyway, even though my mom told me not to do it. And then I got in trouble, and I was like, but Mom, why is this bad? I just want more toast. It's good. It tastes good. And then she had to explain to me how too much of it was not good for me. And so that's how the differences between right and wrong are not very clear, because to kids or even adults, depending on like what situation you're in, something may seem good or something may look good, and then it may end up bad, or something may look bad or something, and then it will end up good. So yeah. Thank you for watching our vlog.
Thank you.
Bye.